130 meters.
String bean.
And honestly, the worst time, because now we're gonna go up top and murder you.
Attack helicopter!
Who has it?
Wait, I want the
shot down.
I want the Ropper.
3, 2, 1, let's f***ing go!
Be pullable soon, because I don't see it on the map.
String bean was too powerful for us.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
The only thing that could have killed us.
How did the mine thrower throw?
He jumped out of
Wait, he
it.
jumped out of it.
Oh no.
What?
Wait, can we recover it? I see it, I see it, I see
No,
it.
no, let it blow up, let it blow up, let it blow up. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I'll get AA on this guy.
Let me know if you pull it.
Dude, there's a guy in my chat on the enemy team saying they're trying to kill the cab brawler, and he's fucking in my chat. Zama, I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry.
They got us, dude.
What's Zom's KD at? Yeah, whatever. Sorry about that.
Dude,
Dude,
if you pull it, I'll instantly. You are left.
The second elevator door is open.
Dude, holy shit, you have 43 of them? Jesus Christ.
yeah, I mean, I killed them pretty heavily there. The one-shots are so funny. They just peek you and just flop over.
I bet that feels really great.
There's bear attack, Ellie.
I get it.
It's the ickiest gameplay. Yeah, dude.
Is the Raptor available?
I'm trying.
I bet I'd say like 20, 30 seconds. Right on time I get it. I'm gonna end and die and I'll get it.
The heli's gonna be funny.
I'm dying.
Okay.
Oh, maybe not. People suck.
I'm in a 1v38 situation.
Really am, dude. Ooh, the gunplay isn't good though.
that was a funny clip though. OG
legendary
breakthrough
clip, dude.
128 and the points are where we're at right now. Unironically 1v32.
Yeah,
like
it was really funny.
so stupid. I really want you to spawn the attack helicopter for me
I'm
game.
Really trying right now.
Do you have it extremely well? So going into tomorrow, do you guys have, with over...
Please. Like, please. What kind of timer is this? What fucking timer is this?
Maybe just get one and the guy use it as transport.
Nah, there's no way. There's no way.
So going into
I got it.
do you guys have...
Spawn me on the ground. This game's so
Wait,
bad.
spawn you on the ground?
Yeah, I deployed on it.
Oh.
And then absolutely destroy those people.
Alright, kill this thing. Alright, string being eliminated. And now?
To the point. Get ready to push the point if you're on the ground, because we're about to fucking chew these people up.
Alright. Peeking this backside. Wait, Super Ryan. We need to kill the Super Ryan. We're just coming down. So bad, actually. I don't know if we can 1v1 Super Ryan.
Yeah, we can.
We can kill this shit.
He ain't got it, that's the thing.
Yeah, that's the thing. What is it doing? Okay, I mean, sure, just like die, I guess.
The guy definitely camping in this elevator right now.
Oh, wow.
Literally everyone.
Alright.
Oh, the death begins, don't get RPG'd.
Threat mark, 200 meters.
This window right here.
Guy's gotta be 1 HP. Is it a dozer or something? It is. Yeah, this guy takes less damage. Peek the other side.
We only have 37 seconds left. We gotta kill these
That's
people.
fine.
So going into tomorrow, do you guys have, without revealing any secrets...
Peek lower here.
So
Do anything?
Yeah, there's one. He's going outside.
do you guys
Done. Back to the top. Nothing, sir.
secrets? You guys
This spawn, he won't make it in time.
extremely well.
Yeah, just get up there.
Into tomorrow, do you guys have, without revealing any secrets...
Hostile fire team, 90 meters away from your position.
extremely well. guys
Jesus.
have, without revealing any secrets,
In here.
extremely well. So going into tomorrow, do you guys have,
Siege of Shanghai
without revealing any
PTSD.
secrets,
What?
do you
AA and
have
J7Z.
extremely,
Is
extremely
the
well?
Very
So
interesting
going
match.
into
Dude, honestly, I like the brawler the most.
you
Just
guys
driving
have
that shit around is so
without
funny.
revealing secrets,
Sald or Sald, thanks for the follow. Forget what your name is.
so going into tomorrow, do you
I
guys
don't know,
have,
man. No, I like the
without
Ram. I mean,
revealing any
if I'm playing
secrets,
myself,
do you
the Ram's
have
definitely
a
still the
sort
most
of-
fun. But the brawler is kind of cool with the bull.
Thanks for letting me use one of your clips. That's fine. Like, what are you making? What you making?
Ready for orders. Let's give them hell.
Alright, I mean, what do we spawn here? Guess I should have known.
I think the Wildcat basically just like client sides it. They never get away.
Welcome to the Brawl Nation, you know?
They're gonna be stuck on that carrier. Guaranteed.
Population, 40mm incendiary grenade launcher.
Yeah, here comes the helicopter in there, Condor. Watch how long this lasts.
Spotted enemy helo. Pretty far. Hostile helo moving.
Helicopter comes around behind us.
Careful at the marker. Watch your step at the marker. 110 meters away. Marking enemy helo. Spotted a hostile.
I just creep in this thing.
He's using smart rockets.
Enemy soldier marked. 60 meters away from your position.
GG, buddy.
I'm burning one, I'm burning one. Oh my god, this fucking incendiary grenade launcher is funny.
Hostile on the map.
Crazy.
110 meters. Enemy soldier there.
I'm burning the ants.
Why are we playing the on right now?
I tell you one, thanks for giving the sub, dude.
Get behind me here. Careful infantry. I'm gonna kill him now.
Danger zone. Marking threat. Hostile spotted.
Get out and disarm that.
Threat sign right here.
to tomorrow, do you guys have, without revealing any secrets, do you have
Learn me some man.
I've never really used the incendiary grenade launcher before. Kinda good.
It's great for Russia XL to burn the rats out. Every
I mean, if they don't have APS.
Burner.
extremely, extremely well? So
Oh, yeah.
going into tomorrow, do you guys have, without revealing any secrets, do you have a sort of extremely well? So going into tomorrow,
50 meters from that position.
without revealing any
Suffer not
secrets,
the crop to live.
extremely, extremely well. So going into tomorrow,
That was like very low. Really.
revealing any secrets, do you have a sort of game plan that you guys are implementing to make it to the championship?
Fantasy, thanks for the reset. What's up?
I just put some stuff to death.
Are they just gonna camp on the fucking
Oh, all that
aircraft
coming
carrier
over,
now?
they're just dying, dude. Where's the helicopter pilot? He should be here. Hey.
What an interesting point design, Dice. It always has been interesting ever since Battlefield 3. Like, I don't know why they kept
Danger
it.
on the map! East!
Trying to burn the rat.
Defend the marked objective.
That's the game plan. You gotta put the vibes up. So listen, you have fans that have traveled all the way from Japan.
Ender's face is so cute when he's concentrating. Oh,
How does that feel? Does
thanks,
that
man.
make you guys play better, knowing you have
Keep
so
any
much
hostile
dedication from the fans?
This has always been a terrible point, dude. Always. You guys remember playing this shit in Battlefield 3? God, it might have been even worse in Battlefield 3. I feel like in this game, a little easier to get across. Battlefield 3, like, I don't know. Vehicles got disabled at what, 34 health in Battlefield 3? And a disable in Battlefield 3 was like bad shit.
New plan.
Positively farmagiumed, you know? C-Turn, thanks for the follow. What's up, TK? Thanks for the follow. What's up? What's up? What's up? You ever applied shea butter
like
on
the
your
way
forehead instead of lotion? Well, a lot of lotions have shea butter. Okay. A lot of, you know, get educated on the old forehead lotion technique. Okay. One of my stream tags is 70 IQ. Well, yeah. That's that signifies the chatters that come in here. You know, I gotta warn people. That's a warning for people. Come in my stream, you might see some 70 IQ chats sent, you know? Big chatting. IQ vampires. That's funny. IQ vampires that are sucking on your fucking brain cells.
Time to get the fuck into Dodge.
Oh shit, dude, dog looking sussy and cute. Can we get a emote spam of that? That's crazy. Also, congratulations to the winner of the Capital One giveaway, by the way. That has now ended. Thank you to everyone that installed that, by the way. It was a big help. Capital One was pretty pleased, it seems, with it, so Thank you, guys. I am the brother. We will hit the peak.
They've actually got they're still in this
Low tango, 200 meters.
Here it comes, boys.
I love killing AI. Poggers.
I'm just like the only animal. All the other players rush.
What is this guy doing?
He just tried running me over and missed. I was standing still.
God, what are we
I got
doing?
him, boys. I got him, boys. Get out and kill him. Get out and kill his ass.
Oh my god. Bro doesn't know what to do.
I killed it. I killed it.
Another one here.
Never mind.
Exodus press. You're dead. Oh, there he is again. He's killed instantly in the spawn.
Hey, they're on the map! East! Hostile sighted!
The coreless rifle instantly murdered.
Tango mark! Watch your step at the marker! Marking threat! 130 meters away!
Thoughts if DICE added a bomber to this game? I mean, I'd farm in it. I'd never die to it, that's for sure. I'd refuse to play the game if I didn't spawn in it. Could you imagine if they added a stealth fucking bomber in this game, like a jet? Oh my god.
Interlocated, around 70 meters from your position. Actually campsite. Hostile located.
The single canister cell fucking sent. Just run that guy over.
That shit on page like that. Come at me, don't come correct.
Threat mark! 70 meters away from your position.
I'm going for a crazy route. VGG.
Enemy soldier marked.
Okay, interesting route.
Almost run though.
Supplies at my
Not
marker.
at a single object that was dead.
Pussy, bro.
Threat mark! 40 meters away from your position.
We attempted entry.
For like the fucking crane fly on the ring door.
Marking threat.
As like knocked off the top.
Can we get a fucking RAS
Is there a guy
family?
in here?
Yeah, there is.
What the fuck is in here? Not anymore.
Oh, not anymore. Damn.
The brawler leaves now.
Wait, there's still one more here. There's still one more.
Well, I think there's a lot of people there.
Oh,
Shotgun.
I see him.
Not
dead.
Brawler just fucking trying to go to the
Watch
door.
out at the marker. 60 meters away from your position.
Go through this door.
Dude, they're all using shotguns.
Yeah, but with the biggest shotgun.
We have the biggest shotgun.
Attack chopper? We're still down here in the brawler.
Wait till you guys see what's up. There's another entrance. That way.
can't
Oh,
we
go
just
let him in.
push
Go let
the
him in.
fucking
Jacob,
door?
go let him. Yeah, can you go let him in? This is fucking awesome. Wait till you guys see what's about to happen. This is fantastic. Yeah. My bad. That's good. Gombury at Tucson, surprising. A couple others surprising. Disguised Toast, though. Lou, I love that dude. I can't imagine how much of shambles he's in.
What's up?
But with that said, we got a little surprise for y'all. You guys gotta get back here, man. You guys gotta get back here. It is a little toasty. You gotta open that door.
It's hot.
The game, that duo. Victor Kitty, my boy. Miami Vice. Back at it. Oh my God. So good to see you, man. Lots of boys. Good to see you, man. Congratulations, man.
I thought too. It's good to see you, man.
Ready for Grease, baby. That's right. Grease. That's right. We had a little drive-by. Okay, do your thing. If you guys want to come back down, feel free. Can you guys do me a quick favor?
Just kicked in. I swear.
No, I did not. Can you open? Can someone open that door?
It's just him.
Oh, that's how we fixed it yesterday. All right, quick pause to say hi to the absolute homies. They're doing something. I don't know what they're doing over there.
It's the apple juice dance.
The apple juice dance.
This guy's tweaking. Get
Thank you guys for saving our asses, bro.
Listen, every single
Hey,
time
get
I
this
see
guy
this kid
outta
in
here.
person,
It should stay open,
always
right?
acts like a fucking prick. Fuck this guy.
Does it
Hey,
stay
still
open?
my fucking #1 pred. Fuck this guy. Get him
Oh
out
yeah,
of here.
let's talk about that. Bro, my guy was talking
steal his
shit
voice, too?
all season playing with pro players. I was playing with like secondary T2 players. You got out grinded.
Bro, stop yelling. You need your voice for tomorrow. All right?
Honestly, he got credit of the season where it didn't even matter though. So
I had to
who cares?
scream. I had to scream.
Who cares? It doesn't matter. All he did was have to grind the game.
Oh damn! I was gonna drink in Greece out of happiness. Now I'm gonna drink out of misery. Out of misery.
I was just playing, man.
All right, we got to skedaddle. I want to say what's up.
Yes, sir. If you want to come back down, feel free. Come chill. If not, all good. I know you guys are exhausted. Long ass day.
Get a fucking tea, bro.
Shout out to
You
Vicky
sound like
Kitty.
shit.
Vicky Kitty, the one and only.
Yeah, you need some
You
honey.
need some honey. Tea and
Yeah,
honey.
honey
He's a
this
rookie. I
morning.
gotta teach him the ways.
Honey.
Get a tea,
Day
bro.
3.
You sound like shit, bro. Go get a tea.
Tea and honey. Tea and honey. will
That's
help you.
even
Tea
worse.
and honey will help you. Chamomile.
Bro, you sound like shit. Go get a tea and get 6 more and then sleep.
This sounds like passion, bro.
No, that sounds
Yeah,
like
go take a
shit.
couple shots.
What's up, babies?
Ball out tomorrow, or I won't let you fucking get it in.
They have to ball out tomorrow.
Yeah.
If anyone knows he's got a ball out tomorrow, it's him.
I've been sipping that apple juice. I'm feeling good.
I don't know what game it was.
Bro, if you want to pull the chair and join us?
No, let him go
You
fucking
honestly-
sleep. Go sleep.
Can, but
Don't
you need to
go sleep.
rest your voice.
Don't.
Quick second.
Quick second, make it monologue, monologue.
I'm sweating my ass
Go
off,
for it.
and then I
Yeah,
gotta
this
do
is the
something.
microphone.
Des, I don't know what game it was, bro, but you were absolutely shooting fucking nukes. What game is that? I mean,
Probably like every game.
yeah,
Call
I knew
me.
he was gonna
I
say.
was about to say,
Yeah, I was just saying, bro, you set him up too well.
Like,
Don't know. It happened too many times, bro. Couldn't tell you.
I'll give you that one, man. I'll still
You're a
number one on
troll.
my badge, so.
All right, my man Peeps, appreciate you come through. Good to see you. Keep killing that stage, brother. Let's move on. Order in the court. Most difficult hosting job I've ever had in my life here, and I've had some crazy shit.
The screen.
This is an interesting topic. Yeah, right. You see the screen.
Yes, I'm
You are learning. Yuka F versus Zane. MNK versus Roller. We have a head-to-head graphic from the lower bracket file. This is actually sick. Check out this graphic, animated and all. Let's take a look at the head-to-head graphic between Yuka F and Zane. Both playing this Horizon. Snipe that, break it out, man.
bro, Yuka's disgusting. I don't know if people don't get a chance to watch him. He is absolutely disgusting. It's so fun watching this Fnatic roster when they're on point. And I don't know if you guys watched. I mean, a 1.61 KD is very impressive, but it's funny that he has that many more kills with that much less damage. I mean, we got 3K less damage.
That's
I
just
think
how
he
it is.
runs double close.
That's how it is
I think
being
he
a
plays double
controller
close.
player with 2 mouse and key players. They play those kills.
You can run double up close.
I think he runs double close because I see him with shotties all the time in armor.
I mean, if you guys, KCP definitely turned up. They had a couple good games early on, and Zane showed out. I mean, his shots were looking crispy. Overall, I mean, I think Horizon play is incredibly fun to watch. I think that's just one of the most interesting characters and most enjoyable characters to watch with what they can do end game, what they can do in every single team fight. And it's fun just watching him slide down. I think it was the game on top of Bean where he absolutely just lasered everyone. And there was I saw the crowd, and I think his family's here as well. They were going wild.
Insane graphic, insane head-to-head. Solar player. Zane's obviously, we all know how good he is. That's a good breakdown. But 1.6 KD to 1.0 KD is the craziest thing, I think, there. Obviously, one team got first place to drop hella kills is a big difference. It's a team effort. But yeah, he's nuts, man.
I think it's a good graphic. I think comparing the players might be a little bit unfair. I think the Fnatic roster is pretty fucking stacked. It sucks to even see them in the loser
You're saying the KCP roster is not stacked?
They're not as good as the Fnatic roster, in my opinion. I feel like that's not a hot take. I would not say that at the moment. I'm drinking 24 hours a day watching, so I can't declare that one, unfortunately. But I think it's a little unfair to compare the two. I mean, everyone thinks Zane is an outstanding player. I mean, he has the clip of ALGS history. I mean, that 1v6 at the last event was unbelievable. That guy's incredible. He had an end game, I think earlier today, it was by Mill, where he cleaned up like 7 KP and his teammates were existing. He's an unbelievable player, but I mean, we're just comparing like 2 completely different beasts in my opinion. I think the MNK Roller debate between those two is a little interesting as well. I think Zane is one of the better controller players we have in the world, especially one of the best from EU, probably top 2 next to Effect. And Yuka's probably the best MNK player at the moment. If we're speaking purely on mechanics, he is definitely up there.
Him and Zero.
Yeah, I mean, I think Zero gets a lot. I think Zero benefits a lot from how smart he is and how smart he plays, not necessarily just
Pure
like
mechanics.
Pure
His
mechanics.
mechanics have gotten.
You gotta give a Dream Fire Roy and those
Dude,
guys.
that fucker shoots like a controller.
Bro, Zero. His mechanics from the last like 3 months have drastically
skyrocketed.
improved because he plays TDM
He's
all day.
He's so
He
smart.
He plays the controller TDMs every single day.
Yeah,
Like, he's gotten insane.
He's got.
I think Zero's number
We
one.
might just have to talk a little bit of shit about him after that. We were kind of glazing right there, but we'll see. We'll see how that develops.
Our boy Aatrox, who by the way is solo on the cameras today and doing solo shots and the wide shot. Shout out to our live producer Aatrox, one of the best producers in esports. Comes from Riot Games and does League of Legends variety of titles. Absolute legend. Thank you for the hookup on water in this very hot room. Is there another water there?
Yeah.
Come on, man. All right, cool.
he's so smart.
Next up, I want to talk about real quick before we jump into winners bracket preview. I want to talk about regional performance so far. So as it currently stands, this is an important topic to bring up. There are 6 APAC North teams, 7 APAC South teams, 4 European teams, 11 North American teams, and 2 South American teams left in this tournament. APAC South is a perfect 100%. 7 out of 7 teams still in it. Are they the best region or is NA?
I think they're the best region.
You actually do? I was like,
No, he doesn't.
No.
you actually believe that?
No.
You actually believe that?
He doesn't
I mean,
think-
like, in terms of depth of region, not just like
Yeah, I think they're deep.
they're deeper.
They're squad deep in this
Are
tournament.
you actually believe that?
Yeah, they're enough. Probably win, honestly.
The best NA team is better than the best APAC South team. It's not a question.
Jesus Christ.
I still call Dark Zero an APAC South team. I'm sorry, they're Aussie. You know what I'm saying? They're a country of origin. If there was the Olympics of APAC, they'd be representing Australia, mate.
I'm actually
7 or
hyped
7.
though. That Onyx made it. Those guys are.
You like those guys as your boys?
Their win got me fucking hyped.
Bro, they
The
were
Onyx
like
guys, the Onyx guys are sick.
no, they were like dead last going into Game 5, and they
were
pulled
19th.
through heavy.
Yeah.
That was so sick to see a team come back. I was praying it'd be 100 Thieves just for the NA boys to see like the bottom place team pull through.
I
but
wasn't.
Who's the? There's 13 NA. There's 13 NA teams here.
13, yeah.
Who's the second NA team that didn't make it?
Disguised.
Disguise. That's it.
Yeah.
That was Disguise. So Disguise, 100 Thieves out for NA. How many? There's 3 South American teams, right? 2. There's only 2.
2.
They're a perfect 100% too.
Starfight and Singularity, right?
And they, no, there's one more.
Onyx.
There's one more. Kick is South American.
Within a thing.
Sorry, that are left. I'm in total in the tournament. So 2/3
Kicks out there,
kicks out. I'm in total like that made it to the tournament. Yeah. So 2 out of 3 South American teams. By the way, both of those 2 South American teams made it to the winners bracket
Shout
final.
out Kick. Those guys are nuts.
Wait. Yeah, they're sick. Dude.
Sick.
They were mean here.
I liked them. I'm in winners because of them. Those guys are dope.
Whoa, wait, why? Wait,
How did that work?
Because they challenged us at Siphon and
you got
TSM
3
at
kills?
Siphon.
And you got 3 kills on
Those
him?
guys, yes. I got,
No,
I got a
Design dropped
wingman-
on a wingman?
I got a wingman
Yeah,
twice.
dude, that was
I got a wingman
fucked.
2 games in a row.
Design got a wingman and killed 2 people.
So
one
you're
back
winners
in both
because
games.
of the Apex gods gifting
Yeah,
you.
and then at the end, us and Alliance qualled off each other. Unfortunately, we did not win that last fucking contest. But yeah.
Oh wait, that's crazy. You guys could have kept the lines out?
I'm still shocked that
we won the last
Yes, I
one.
didn't think about that.
I'm still okay. I'm curious to hear your opinion on this. With us, it was us, Oxygen, and Alliance all trying to qualify.
We
on
were
the-
gonna
in
take
the
one of your
final
guys'
game.
spots, and all of you made it. It was lit.
We all made it. I was more like I thought either TSM, Dark Zero, or Optic was gonna land at Thermal in third part of your fight because you had already qualified. And no
So
matter
did
what,
I.
if Alliance wins that fight, they
So
clean
did
it up.
I.
They don't qualify.
'Cause Dark Zero
Alliance is
thirded
a
us
top
at
team.
Siphon.
I just, in terms
That
of
was
like
fucked.
strategy, I could have sworn that was gonna happen.
All of Dark Zero, I asked him, I was like, yo, guys, why didn't you just hit the fucking balloon and come over? And
Yeah.
they're like, yeah, we talked about it. We said we should
Every team is going to say they should have. Yeah, every team is going to say
Come
they
on.
should have done it, but they didn't.
We were thinking about landing Mirage and either just lurking at LSP or Alliance and like at least getting guns and then inting one of them, which would have been smarter. We could have at least made sure somebody didn't fucking go. If we wanted Barometer as well. Like Barometer and Mirage Fisher is not bad at all.
Not
Because
at
it's
all.
kind of like
Both of
Thermal.
those are really good.
Because it's like the same spot. So like we would have been set up and I had played from Barometer before. But I mean, dude, everyone made it, and now we're gonna have a little weird run tomorrow morning. We'll
It'll
see.
be an interesting day. And speaking of which, let's jump right into our winners bracket. Winners bracket round 1 matchup. We got 20 teams that qualified through, and we're going to show teams 1 through 10. And this is an order of placement and points. You see there on the left, Dark Zero dominates. We've talked enough about Dark Zero. We all know they're in a league of their own in this tournament. You guys agree? They're in a league of their own above TSM and others.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's not even a question. We're all in alignment there. Let's talk about the rest of them. Sentinels makes it in. Which of these teams that on the top 10 surprises you the most? Sentinels.
I didn't know if Koi would
to ball out man.
that hard, bro.
That boy Koi is cool. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, he's good.
That guy is fucking good.
He's nasty, bro.
No, anytime that you
RK's
TDM
been telling
him,
you,
if
man.
there's like any pro players in your chat, if you guys 3v3 TDM send, bro, that guy will have like 2k damage on the next highest person in the entire lobby.
Not only did he show up on LAN, he is top 3 in kills right now.
Fries.
Top 3 in kills his first LAN.
That guy
But
spawns in damage.
it's a story as old as time, Eric. Like how many times you were an online warrior in Halo. How many times if someone called an online warrior, they're not going to show up on LAN, and then they do. I think like the vast majority of the time.
Effect last LAN.
Effect last LAN.
It was his first LAN. Everyone's like, is he going to do fine? It's
I
like,
knew.
bro, you're playing. Yeah, I mean, seriously. Like, if I keep saying this, bro, you either got it or you don't. Like, you show up to LAN and you have like nerves of steel. It doesn't affect you. You're there for the reason. You know why you're there. You practice and you sit down in that chair. You got no nerves and you show up. If you're nervous, like
the anxiety and all
like
that.
anxiety,
Yeah,
and it's
gets
different
you.
for controller players. Like I feel like mouse and keyboard players are way more affected by nerves on LAN just because of the pinpoint precision in comparison to like you have assists with controller. It's a huge difference there, but. Yeah, I mean, I think right away you can tell the players who have it and they don't. I mean, Koi is obviously he's one of those players.
I think a good one bring up Blackhand, bro. I mean, 160 points. I mean, we all knew they're good, but 160 points over all these teams.
I think one
that's
of the
pretty
groups
incredible.
they got like 4 wins.
Yeah, no, they did.
Games.
They say they suck at winning too. They're like we have a second place curse.
They got 73 points, as I think it was in
one series.
4 games.
Yeah. And we had strafing on yesterday. If you guys had a chance to watch, I was so I don't know about you. I was so impressed. His
the
mind,
way he presented himself and everything. Yeah, it was really nice. Yeah.
His mind for Apex, you could tell, man. He's built different as an IGL MNK player. Came out of nowhere in the scene. I think he said Walty helped put him on, and he's been playing so well for the last year and a half.
I do want to touch on Sentinels. One more thing on Sentinels real quick. I want to give RKM props because I'm not gonna lie. There's been a lot of tournaments where he'll get there, but then when it comes to like the big final match, he doesn't show up.
We're not at the big final match.
We're not at the big final match, but even like they did really well. Like, getting top 10. Like he still needs to perform in winners bracket. It's group stages right now, but they're doing really well. Koi was a great pickup. I know him and Keon had that whole fallout. Whatever. It seems like it's working out. But I mean, right now, RKN is IGL them extremely well. So I'd be curious to see how they're doing in the winners bracket round 1.
I'm gonna double down on that. Not only that, you're right, but I think he's also had the biggest roller coaster in his career. Like, he went from being, Sentinels was considered one of the top teams, and everyone was all high on RKN as the top 5 IGL on the guard, when they were so dominant. To
Really
Sentinels did not
rotating
qualify
that
last event,
landslide.
and all of a sudden he goes from being a top 5 IGL to everyone saying he chokes, he doesn't show up when it matters. Like, his career has been such a roller coaster, and I think he's gotten a lot of undeserved hate that doesn't take into account the fact that he's been consistently on a top team for 3.5 years now since Torrent. They've been a pro league team. He stayed hard regard consistently, never lost erection.
Never lost erection is a fucking statement. Jesus.
Shout out to him. I agree with that. Shout out to him.
No, the biggest.
With that said, though, I agree. I hope more than anything he stays true, because you're right.
The biggest thing with Arcane and that whole Sentinels thing was the zone beacon update and the landslide changes and then the crypto changes with it not being able to scan beacon. Because they used to rotate super early from landslide and they were the best at it and they were on the guard at the time. They're fucking insane. But that all got thrown out the window, and it was like, well, what the fuck are you gonna do now, Arcane?
Yeah, it's a really good point. You had to adapt.
It took some time, but he's pulling through big time, and hopefully they can show up on that winners
Hell
day.
of a pickup for Coyfield. Shout out to Nelson, their coach as well. Yeah, this team's is interesting to see. Definitely a good one. Blackhand's another good second choice. Let's flip on if we can to the second page so we can preview teams 11 through 20. Start a Fight Esports and Singularity both make it. South America shows up. Again, there's a lot of Apex to be played. Tom Young Kung, I think, is another surprising one.
They're there. They're there.
Always manages to make them on himself. This is great. I love having this kid on the show. He just screams Dojo. Phase at 20th.
Yeah.
Phase at 20th. And actually, that was my question. Which team here surprises you the most that they're on this page and not in the top?
FaZe, man. Those guys kind of fucking tough this weekend, you know?
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck happened, bro. It might have been age gap.
Yeah.
It might have been age gap.
Come from the guy who's more bald than Eric.
Whoa.
Then we have the
You're comparing me to
we
like
clutched
fucking.
up.
What? That's so unfair.
Agree, God.
Yeah, that was crazy. Serious answer, probably Oxygen. I thought they would probably get top.
Yeah.
That's a good statement.
I can't believe they made it. Double back-to-back wins to get in.
That's pretty crazy. That is pretty. They got 48 of their 61 points in 2 games.
Yeah. That was
Apparently, you guys rallied super hard as well. I didn't watch.
We did. We dropped 19 points in the last game for us to qualify.
Holy fuck!
I literally texted him.
Who was below you?
We had
Was
to
it
tell a
100
story.
Thieves or was it someone else?
100 Thieves had already played, so
They
they
were
weren't gonna
25th.
No. I'm saying, were they 21st or were they 22nd?
21st was J-Links at
22nd.
98.
Oh my
22nd
God.
was
They stole
100 Thieves.
J-Link's idea. So
yeah.
we have to tell
no,
the
no,
story.
no. All right, hold up. Us, Oxygen, and Alliance. Alliance needed 9 points to get past 98. Oxygen, I don't know what they needed, but they needed like 14 or more, I think, to get above. And then we needed 14 as well, I think, to get there. And all 3 of us got top 3.
Fucking aligned.
And if any of us didn't, like, J-Links qualifies. So both J-Links and 100 Thieves are preying on our downfalls, and we all get top 3. Like, that has got to just be hard.
That's
That
gotta
was
be
the most
just a
insane
gut
finish.
punch.
Yeah, Alliance did that too. That was crazy. What was the point I was gonna make? I was gonna make a point. Oh, not literally in terms of phases, phase situation. I sent him. I'm gonna bring this to light. I sent him a text during Game 6.
I read it after. I was like, "You son of a bitch!" I was like, "You really? Before we even played the last game?"
Literally, should I read the text?
Sure.
It's too good not to. Because we're about to do the show and he's gonna be in shambles. I'm trying to look out for my boy. I sent him a text saying, "Yo, sending you love, brother. You guys will bounce back with your backs against the wall and now just get more land reps with some easy games tomorrow. You got this." And he's to respond saying, "We don't need games tomorrow. We dropped 19 points and got 20th. We made finals on LMAO." Literally, I counted them out in the last game. Based on intel that the production team said that there's no way they make it, but that was hilarious. But
I got the whole team like, come on, guys.
Everyone was doubting your ass.
You gotta have
bro.
my back. Dude, okay, this same thing happened when I teamed with
short of a
Rex
miracle.
in Krakow. We had our backs against the wall back to back, because in Krakow it was top 10 advance. It wasn't this group stages kind of stuff.
No,
it was top 10 advance. In back-to-back rounds, it was the last game. We needed like 12 plus points, and Frex and I got
That
12
shit
plus
was
points
so
both
stressful.
times to move on to the next round.
all right, let's pull back the stand if you can. Let's pull back up the top 10 and then 11 through 20. I want to jump in a couple discussions for tomorrow's winners bracket round 1 matchup. Thank you. By the way, shout out to our production team. This production's been elevated and leveled up in an insane way. We got Aatrox here. We got B-Mick at home. We have an insane team that's done amazing work. This is like a full-blown post-game show now, which is crazy. So thank you to our production team. Y'all please show some love to them.
11 through 20.
With that said, no, this is fine too. 1 through 10 to start, and you guys remember the 11 through 20. One quick question I wanted to ask: were you guys surprised to see NRG on 11 through 20 or no?
No.
Neither was I, honestly.
No. And I think NRG shows up big time in like the hardest lobbies, because that's when Sweet can like really calculate the whole fucking
That's right.
lobby and do his thing. I don't think
Eighth
group
group.
stage. I don't. Yeah, you hear Hal say it every fucking 2 minutes at lands. He's like, group stage is easier than NA land or qualifiers, and you know it's all that drama. So I think they'll show up big time in winners.
It's a good take. Off the head here, off the dome. You guys know these 10 teams. The other 10 teams, we can flip maybe back and forth here. And you know, we're not going to hold you to this or hang you to a cross. Who are the 10 teams that are going to qualify top 10 tomorrow?
I think Face for sure.
Actually,
I think Dojo, definitely.
I don't have a biased opinion, so
Let's see the other 8.
I definitely think FaZe, because I don't think they suck multiple days in a row. So I think FaZe makes it. I think Dojo makes it. That's tough to say. I'm kidding. Alliance, I think definitely makes it. NRG definitely makes it. Oh man, after that I would need to see the teams in the lower, because after that's a lot of teams I don't know like the back of my hand. It just depends how the lobbies play out. Ascend is a good guess with their play style. You know, guessing Alliance, guessing NRG, guessing FaZe, guessing Ascend. It's kind of weird because 4 of those like
let's
5
start
teams play
with the
same.
givens. I think we all agree. TSM, Dark Zero.
Okay, who are the good Storm Point teams? We're going Storm Point. 4 games of Storm Point first, and then there's going to be Greaves.
Is that what it is? It should be 2-2-2-2.
No, it's 4 Storm Point games, which we have a guaranteed spot. So I'm
So
fine
which
with
one there
that.
is 2-2-2-2?
We get Northpad for no.
It should
Nope.
be 2-2-2.
It's going to be 2-2-2 for finals match point, but they changed it back to 4-4.
Yeah.
So whoever the good Storm Point teams, whoever gets those good Storm Point games, can go to World's Edge and start fucking stuff up. They can pull a knock.
You can Greaves so
Xset.
Because we don't
I
have.
think, I think Xset, TSM, Dark Zero are auto locks.
Exit are 20 through 30?
No.
Oh.
No, they were Xset was
Storm
4.
Point teams.
Xset
Wait,
was 4.
doesn't 11 through 30 play tomorrow?
11 through 20. No. 1 through 20 plays tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah, it's the winners
So
bracket
it's
round 1.
winners.
The losers then go to play 11, the 13, or
Oh,
21.
I had it backward. I
Yeah.
thought 11 through 30.
So you were thinking about
played.
TSM and
It's
Dark
1
Zero.
through 20.
So
yeah.
I think TSM.
Oh, I had it all fucked up, bro.
Yeah, no.
Fuck.
TSM, Dark Zero, Xset, in my opinion, locks. Do you guys agree? I think Alliance is a lock.
I don't think Alliance is a
definitely
lock.
think
I definitely don't.
Are y'all
think that.
crazy? You guys don't think Alliance is a lock?
Because I'm going to World's Edge and
They
I'm
barely
landing
qualified
on
because they
their
had to play
face.
with Mandy then Effect. Imagine having a last.
Buddy, I
know
almost
Mandy's
sent
good.
them to the losers bracket.
I don't.
Yo, Faisal was
I
in the
don't-
They
losers
did
bracket.
good with Mandy.
You have
have three people saying they
Effect
don't
came in
agree.
cold
You're
as
fighting
hell.
uphill.
Yeah, I mean,
Effect came in cold as hell. I think Alliance without
He's
it.
gonna stay cold, and I'm gonna make sure.
Chat, what do you
I'm
think?
gonna win.
Because I think Alliance is not even a question.
No, no way. I think too many teams on this first
I think
page.
you're
It's
tripping.
hard. It's
Moist is a lock. NRG's a lock in my eyes.
I don't think
Bro,
Energy's a lock at all either.
it's so hard now. I fucked it up so bad. No, Dark Zero definitely, Blackhand probably, Xset definitely, Optic definitely, TSM definitely. LG, if they show up the same form, definitely, and then you're fucked. It's like if you say Dojo FaZe, you have one slot left.
I think Moist will do well depending on the zones because they have command center, and that could work out extremely well because I don't think there's going to be many. There's a lot of edge teams that are very strong in this top 20.
Well, LG Stormpoint first, right? They fucking dominate
Stormpoint.
a fourth of
It
the
all depends on
fucking
the
map.
zones, but yeah.
They got nerfed with the ring changes, but they still do well in Stormpoint.
Yeah, no, and Optic have notoriously did well on Stormpoint if I remember correctly, but maybe I have it backward. And then Xset has the best POI on the map, arguably, so they should do well.
Yep. The Sentinels plays top 10 tomorrow, yes or no?
No. Fuck, that's hard to say.
It's dependent on Koi.
Political answer,
Yeah.
yes or no?
If Cole shows up to play, yeah.
It's all on
it's
RKN because it's
It
gonna be
is.
the
It is
calls.
on RKN.
It's all on RKN's calls because if
Koi's gonna be consistent.
yeah, if
Denial's
Koi's in the
gonna
right
be-
spot,
Does Optic
It's on RKN.
qual tomorrow, yes or no?
yes.
They're playing really well this week. I think Optic calls.
Yeah.
Optic, you guys agree?
I'm hoping for like 2 north pad zones. You know, they get a free rotate over, the will come over, FaZe will get fucked.
Can I stop getting north?
You guys
zones?
will get like 20 kills.
There's so
You'll
many
get like 20
north
kills
zones.
on the way in.
It's
Let-
all
Let's
north
show. If we
zones.
can show 11 through 20 again, so we broke down this top 10 here. You think, does
But the problem is-
Blackhand qualify? Yes or no?
I don't.
I don't think Black.
I don't think they have that many good days in a row, so I'm gonna say no.
I don't
Black
think
Hand
Black
has gotten a lot of really good POIs because they flex drop, and all the good POIs are taken now. So
They're landing landslide.
Landslide.
I just think with this many good teams in the lobby, knowing these teams are going to be more prepared. They're going to know where Blackhand is. They're going to know the kind of loot they have. They're not going to be scared. Like Dark Zero even said it. Like Dark Zero will run at Blackhand for their spots. And if I'm shooting a team on white armors or blue armors, and you're coming from a good POI, like you're going to get run. In these good lobbies, early on, it's the best time to take fights. And if they're in a god spot early on with those kind of armors, you're getting punched.
If we can flip
Especially
one more time, let's flip to the second page here, 11 through 20. If we can flip one more time. Last question I want to ask you guys of this list right here, and you can't, you can't say Oxygen of like this list that are dark horses that you didn't expect to be here. Start a fight, IBG. I'll throw Dojo in there, potentially. Singularity. What are you laughing at, bro?
Because you didn't say Dojo, but I knew you were gonna fucking say it, so I was just waiting, and then you said it, and I was like, "There's no fucking."
And then you
way.
both start laughing. You guys are meant to be fucking boys, man. You guys both start
No, bro,
snorting.
that was just fucking funny.
All right, Tom Young Kung. Of those dark horse teams on this list, and again, we'll include Dojo, which team calls?
It's hard.
You can't say
You
Dojo.
included twice.
You can't say Dojo. You guys can say Dojo.
FaZe wasn't included, right?
FaZe is not included, no.
Okay, then I'm gonna say I missed everything.
Oxygen's not included. So
Who
it's
else did you-
Iron Blood Gaming, Start a Fight, Dojo, Singularity, Tom Young Kung.
Dojo.
Do any of those teams qualify?
That's not
Is
even
Dojo?
close. If one of them qualify, it'll be Dojo. They definitely have the best chance. Of
I
those
agree
teams.
with
Is
that.
Dojo?
Yeah.
Okay, Dojo aside, let's not include Dojo. Do any of those teams qualify I just listed?
Iron Blood.
I think Singularity.
Bro, I don't think
or
so.
IBG.
Iron Blood. Those guys are sick.
Yeah,
I haven't seen him play, but that's a dope name.
That's
so,
all you got?
Yeah.
Dude, the one
Never
thing,
retire and join the analyst desk, ever. Stick to streaming.
Yeah, I have a good feeling. No actual information, but I like that team name.
I have a good feeling for that.
watch
Name is
everything.
sick.
Watch everything he said. Just like come to truth.
It's
Like,
hilarious because
if
like,
that
this-
happens, he's just gonna be like the
Nah.
fucking. Oh my god,
It's
bro.
even funnier because the last comment I read on my stream was, "This stream is providing no good information." And then
Design
next
says that.
comment is that.
Bro,
That's
there's
fantastic.
one guy
Alright,
just
let's move on.
spamming at design, take Zach's hat off, bro. That's
you are being-
every
you are
3
being-
seconds, bro. It's like, fuck it.
Last thing I want to point out, which is a fascinating point. Speaking of providing good information, you make it our producer said, but I am, and he is. He's in my ear. He gave some good info. That's a great point. Sentinels qualified because of the change in championship points to follow the Challenger Circuit system that basically says the most teams in ALGS LAN points will qualify. So Sentinels only qualified because of that change, which is a pretty dope change in my eyes. In fact, that 13 different teams.
teams.
It's just
made this
healthy.
result.
It's
healthy.
how-
It's healthy for the scene.
It's how everything should be. If NA is proven to be the strongest region, just period, then let there be that many NA teams, and that's just how it should be.
Selfmeister, 100
There's
subs.
no way he's gonna. I mean,
Bro, 100 subs for the stream, dude.
What, someone just gifted him 100 subs?
Bro, if he gifts them first, bro, you can flip that bitch right
if you
off.
take the hat off?
If the subs come flying in, fucking deal, bro. You can clip
We're
that
keeping
shit.
the
I don't give a
Selfmeister. We're
fuck.
keeping an eye on the chat, brother.
Because then I'll just have Snipe buying me drinks the rest of the weekend. I'll say, bitch, I got you 100 subs.
you're
motherfucker."
covered. Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. Let's see the fucking subs, motherfucker. No.
Bald Major will come out with 100 total gifted subs.
Oh my god!
There you go,
No,
bro.
send it, bro.
That's me! That's our
Oh my god!
It wasn't even the same guy.
What the fuck? Wait, put it, give me it back. Why? No, it wasn't the guy. It wasn't the
It
guy.
doesn't matter if it wasn't the guy. It's 100 subs.
It doesn't matter. It's gotta be the guy.
Yeah, let's go, baby.
It's gotta be the guy.
That's our boy Steph.
My boy Stubby.
Bro, it's supposed to be 200 gifted. I could have got fucking drinks and appetizers or something crazy.
And I don't have to buy him drinks the rest of the weekend because it wasn't the guy.
Yeah, guys.
What the fuck? No.
He
No.
took his hat off. You
Nah,
got
alright.
That is fuck you, Mr. 10 pounds an hour at the pool. We're getting drinks, motherfucker. Okay,
You
we're
guys
Loophole,
didn't know
baby,
it's-
loophole.
It's September, so 30% off your first time subbing to the channel. So if you guys don't sub to Snipe Down, hop on that shit. It's 30% off. This guy's sick. We're gonna make, finals tomorrow. Let's go.
Well said.
Okay, back to the point. Back to the points. If that's how it should be year round.
Bro, my guy's got a moth in his hair.
Wait,
Do I have an actual moth?
Dick,
I'm
you
trying to
have a
take
bug in
check
your
it
hair.
out.
Take
I bet-
off my
Whoa,
fucking hat.
whoa, walk in.
Dude, this guy's like summoning bugs and shit.
For Steffi, bro. Come
Bro.
on. Take the hat off, man. Just
You're a
commit.
fucking dickhead.
I hope that was on. I hope that was visible on camera.
The
The
moth
way that
right
it's me
there.
grabbing it from your head and releasing it.
No
That
matter
is a
how
meme. Someone
fucking
needs someone
bald I
clip that.
am, you got fucking animals nesting in your hair. That's not worse than me. So.
You're saying you'd rather be bald than have animals in your hair?
Yeah.
All right, we gotta move on. Next topic of discussion. I want to jump into predictions. Let's talk predictions the rest of the tournament. We did it yesterday. I want to do it again. They all said Dark Zero. I'm gonna say Dark Zero not included. Who wins this tournament?
I need somebody else other than those two.
That's yes.
I do too. I need. They both need to get their ego.
It has to be
All
NA's
other
NA.
18 teams, we need to fucking collude.
No, it has to be NA. It has to be
Dynful
NA.
admits to
cannot
colluding
win.
live on stream.
Those guys
Yes, man.
cannot win again. For
No.
their ego's sake, we need
hilarious.
to.
I
Somebody
hope
else
they
has to win.
I low-key hope they do.
Honestly, if it's not NA,
has
I
to
hope
be
it's
NA.
Nasky just because he'll never let Hal live it down. Actually, and we're going on vacation together, so it'll be even better to watch that.
I hope one of you guys that we're all going to Greece wins the tournament.
Yeah,
You, Hal, Nasky, who else is playing? That's it. Oh, or Yuki.
yeah.
Dude, that's good.
Guys, let's be real. I'm gonna win.
Yeah.
No, I think
Exactly.
NA has to win because if what we're saying comes true and they stick to like the teams that have the most slots, like earn the slots, they keep the slots long term. We want an NA team to win. Obviously, huge bias on this desk, but we definitely want an NA team to win. And if we're rooting for not Dark Zero, not TSM, because obvious reasons,
Wait, why is Dojo or FaZe not in that poll?
I'm throwing up Optic. I'm throwing up Optic big time. I think
Optic,
if there's
huh?
an event that they're gonna win it,
There's a poll,
there's a
there's
good
no
chance.
Dojo
this
or
win.
FaZe.
I disagree. It's not Optic.
Yeah, there should be an other on there, huh?
I'm not saying they can't win.
What type of
If I'm
bullshit
picking my
poll is that?
non-NA team prediction, I said it yesterday, I'll say it again, is Moist wins this tournament.
Bro, it's not gonna not be an A team. It's been 4
Yeah, I'm
years.
cool with the Moisty
bet.
boys.
It's gonna be NA.
No.
You wanna bet? Let's bet 4-1. I'll bet you $25.
I'm not betting you 4-1.
You
If
win
you're that
$100.
confident, we bet
I'm not
1-1.
that-
Let's do
obviously I'm not that
$10,000.
I'm obviously not that confident.
Then there
4-1.
we go.
4-1, $10,000. I'll do that.
No, I'm
You
not
guys wanna
doing
go to the
4-1.
I'll do that too. Come on.
I'm not. You're so confident. It's not. I'm being.
Wait,
no.
you'll bet 4? I'll bet.
4-1. $25 to 100.
To mine? My 100? Yeah.
That what?
Alright.
That if the
NA
team doesn't
team
win,
wins.
it's
Non-NA
Moist.
Yeah.
team wins.
Yeah.
Then
I'll
NA's
take that.
gonna win, bro.
4-1 is good odds, honestly. I think that's about where the number where
Right.
it would be
It's
at.
a fair statement.
It's a good.
You know how many? Yeah, no.
Dude,
I'll
there's
take that bet all
there's
day.
11
I'll take that
NA
bet all day.
teams going into.
That's
I'm down to
insane.
do all
The fact that there's
400.
11 NA
He
teams.
designs up
bro.
big in the casino, man. He's down.
He's on a roll. I shouldn't have bet against him, huh? Yeah. But there's 700% of teams from Apex South on top as well. Okay, you guys didn't answer though. You said Optic. Design, who do you got? You can't say Dojo. Who do you got? Or Dark Zero or TSM?
I got FaZe.
Actually, why do you guys keep just slurping?
Phase the fuck up, man.
Keep trying. Keep trying, dude.
You're a fucking idiot. What? Okay, not FaZe, not Dojo, not Dark Zero, not TSM.
Someone tweet that, please, bro. That just him trying to phase.
That
out.
was the Apple.
Who do you got? Not FaZe or Dojo, or TSM or DZ.
Dude, you're just taking all the options.
You would, unless you
off
genuinely pick FaZe. Unless you genuinely pick FaZe.
He's not genuinely picking
I'll
FaZe.
throw an OSG.
OSG?
If they can tee back up, I mean, they brought it back in the end. In the end of the
Dog,
groups,
you are tweaking right now.
Did someone sneak in the second?
They looked really good. They looked
really
good.
good.
They look hot all the time.
Ending
that team
group,
is fucking attractive
ending
as
group,
shit.
they look hot. And they're
OXG.
Production votes for Oxygen.
Locked
That's
it.
production's vote. I wish we had a graphic. We should have a graphic.
God,
Predictions.
This
Predictions.
guy hated.
The future. Aatrox is like, I'm in. Who do you got?
I'm just gonna go with Optic.
Optic as
Yeah,
well.
I
You
think-
guys
I
both
think
have-
this is their.
I think Optic
If there's
is
an
a good
event, they're
pick
winning.
there.
I think it's this one.
Don't child be our demons.
You think it's this one?
That's all I gotta say.
All
Optic's
fair
definitely performing. I mean, look at last
Chat,
time.
who do you got?
Last time they were losers bracket. They started. They didn't do well in groups. They were losers bracket. They worked their way all the way back up. This land, it seems like they fixed their mistakes. Like they killed it in groups. And I guess we'll see tomorrow if it continues. And if it does continue and they turn up tomorrow, then I definitely say they're looking like a favorite going into the grand finals.
The hardest part about that question and that conversation is if you don't pick TSM or Dark Zero, which unironically have the two most like center god spot POIs for any zone.
Yeah.
All of those teams that we can pick from, all are zone oriented. Like if there's a bunch of dome zones and shit, like LG and Optic, easy guesses, arguably even over like TSM and some teams maybe. But then next thing you know, you got fucking trial zones left and right. It's gonna be someone else, you know. You got thermal zones. It's fucking this dude. So it's fucked.
Moist
Just give me some launch pad.
or Alliance is my bold statement. Shout out to Loopy, coach of Optic. Optic for a while did not have a coach, right? They
Okay,
picked a coach
if
once.
Alliance is close, I'm gonna land on them
Oh
on
yeah,
purpose.
I forgot Alliance.
Just
for
to
you guys.
win
Never
that.
mind.
Just to win that
The bet.
$25.
I take that back, just to win the $25. Yeah, that's right.
Fuck the $3 million.
that's the plan. Yeah.
I'm getting that 25.
25 and
Is it
ego.
$3 million?
No, but you get the
Is it
spot
$3
for
million?
NA.
Is it
Think
$3
how many
million?
subs you get
Design.
off that.
Is it a $3 million price pool? I thought it was $2 million.
I thought it was 2 as well.
I don't think he knows.
Is it? It's
I
two.
don't-
think he
I
just
just
said a number.
I'm just here so I don't.
I think it's 2.
Yeah.
Yep. All right. Well, good. 2 million confirmed by production. Good takes on predictions. All fair. I think it's fair to say North America is going to win this, and North America is the best region. But Apex South is showing up in a big way. Next up, we have one last graphic for y'all. We're going to wrap up the show here in a little bit. And by the way, as soon as the show ends,
Zach
we're going.
Mason has a villain face.
We're going and playing 2v2 foosball. Me and Eric versus you two.
Right now.
You are
After this.
fucked.
After this.
Do you see how lit this motherfucker is? He's good for 6. You're fucked.
That's not even. There's no chance. I'll put money out on that too. Chat. Who do you got between us? 2v2
You
foosball.
got a foosball?
Yeah.
All right, that's gonna happen after.
See
But
you
more
very
importantly, right now, damage dealt. Let's take a look at the damage dealt chart. We got some stats for y'all on screen. Oh my god, look at this. This is sick. So damage dealt versus kills. Take a look at Dark Zero. Let's take our camera off screen if we can. Where's these? Yeah, they're top right. You can't even see it on the graphic. That's actually wild. So Dark Zero is off the charts on the graphic at the top right. There they are. Holy shit. Meanwhile, XSET's right behind them.
No way.
That's actually
They're
pretty insane.
freaking off the charts, bro.
That is pretty insane, though. You gotta admit.
Yeah.
It's almost what you'd expect, bro. Like it's almost like bitter to say it's what you'd expect, but these motherfuckers are so good. It's almost you could almost argue it's strange to see TSM where they are on that list,
Where's
right?
TSM? I didn't see them.
They're like inside Optic in this grouping right here, but no, I mean those guys are fucking insane. They early rotate. They literally fight the team right next to them. 10 seconds in the game. They have good armors on Stormpoint, and they
Good
just,
armors on Harvester as well. And so
Yeah.
Okay. To be fair, in groups, Dark Zero goes and plays zone with all the other regions' shitty zone teams and just insta fucking sends them.
and instantly kills them 3-0 every time.
Every
So-
time. And then they snowball with the new armor changes, how you're getting less armors from each POI, and they just snowball, and the more and more teams that come in, they just slam them. So
with their white shields or blue shields.
yeah,
No.
it's definitely gonna be a lot more even in the
upcoming ones.
The winners
in
ready
the
to fight.
upcoming the winners and
Anything stand out to you in this graphic, Eric?
Not really, honestly. I mean, I think TSM compared to where they were last LAN is definitely standing out.
Good on XSET.
Yeah, XSET being that high is actually somewhat surprising to me. I didn't expect them to have that much damage and kills.
I mean, they are that good though.
They
It's
are.
just
They
can they
absolutely
show up on stage that good, and they fucking did. So fuck yeah.
Yeah, that's impressive. What team is below? LG is next to
LG,
XSET.
yeah.
Who's below that? That little
I would think
skull?
LG would be a little
That's
higher,
Blackhand. I
honestly.
thought so. Okay. You thought LG would be higher?
Wait, are they?
Same with Blackhand
They're
too.
high on the
so-
kills, but not. Yeah.
Didn't we do a tier list and I
No,
put
they're still
LG
pretty
high and you were cooking my shit?
Was that before this?
That was before the last line.
That was before the other
Yeah,
line?
the tier list was dope.
Yeah, I think that was before the last line.
Whatever, I'm counting for this one, fuck you.
And then everyone is similar on the pack there. Optic next to TSM and a few others, but the standouts here: LG, Chivas, Xset, Blackhand, and then Dark Zero in the top right. This is a really cool graphic.
Yeah,
though.
wait.
What's up?
Somebody just said, why is Fallout not casting? I saw Imperial Hal post a tweet.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go.
Is he the host now of the show? He's
Wait,
just taking
no,
us
this is
home?
good because you were grilling his shit, you were grilling my shit, you turned us against each other. Now we're teammates in foosball.
That's a
What's
fair
your
statement.
shit, motherfucker?
I heard there's some
Thursday.
stuff going on behind the
It's
scenes.
hilarious, man.
Fallout no longer casting. What's going on there? We're not allowed to talk about certain teams. What's going on?
Why aren't we casting
Yeah, right.
LGS champs?
Like an instigator.
I'm okay. Listen, you're right. If I throw around all types of hot takes and ask you guys to talk about it, y'all can as well. That's fair. Yeah, it's a long story. I will say there were things that I was told I can and cannot say on stream, and in general, and can and cannot do. And I stuck to my guns in terms of like what I think is right for the scene and the growth of the scene in a way, and that was not appreciated. And there were certain things that were not liked. That's all I did. And yeah, at the end of the day, I gotta stick to what I believe is right for competitive Apex and the growth of competitive Apex. And it was like nothing foul or bad by any means. Like everything was on mutual, kind of good terms. I got a lot of love, obviously, for the entire ALGS broadcast team. You saw the crew that came in, everyone else. But I wanted to see the scene grow, and I didn't like the idea of not being able to do things that I thought were helpful for the scene growing. That's it. Everyone's been asking. Live on stream, the semi...
So basically what he said is his shit was like mad political, but it was like mad truthful, but then he finished it. No,
yeah,
wait,
it was
pause.
truthful.
But then he finished it by confirming that they are censoring things and arguably strictly controlling like the narrative that they want to push on the Apex competitive scene. That is what hypothetically he just confirmed, so
Hypothetically, he just confirmed. I would not say that. I would not say they're...
Fallout wasn't fucking with the script. That they
Yeah, bro. He said,
I would not
these
say that.
motherfuckers, you say this is, and Fallout said, I'm not saying that.
There ain't no
He said-
scripts. There ain't no like hard. Don't do that. Don't say this on stream. Don't talk about.
Fallout was
there ain't
leaking
none of that.
zones to
No, see,
TSM,
it's
bro.
all fun and
This
games
guy
when
was
it's all
leaking.
rile up design, rile up design, but now it's grill Fallout time. No, it wasn't that.
Oh, that's great, man.
This
That's
motherfucker.
great. Y'all can take that as you will, but no, I will say that was not the case. I want to clarify that. Not entirely the case. There were certain things that were said to not be said, but it was not that extreme by any means. As well,
We have Impulse tweet.
Oh shit, we're playing inside. Yeah, read that.
Oh, we got
live news update.
So, I mean, I could read the whole thing if you want me to.
Yeah, I can't read, so that'd be cool.
Guys, Uchako traveled not for his own. Everything is paid for him. Also, we agreed that if he's coming, he's getting 10% from prize pool. He had an opportunity to play in the World Championship. This is what esports players dream about. But we just didn't suck together. We need a Bloodhound, but he can't play it. He took Bang, but I'm bot, and my teams are usually all playing around my game vision. You can check last group game 1 to understand properly what does it mean. Didn't stuck together. After we played last group matches, he was super sad. I'm bad at English, and I couldn't cheer him up. That was a huge reason behind things, is that they speak Russian and he speaks English, so there was a huge language barrier, which is why they had bad cohesion. So I'm bad at English and I couldn't cheer him up, but before I was trying like I can, like, dude, doesn't matter, we'll just have fun, this is how we play. Hugged him, sometimes while realizing that he doesn't really want to play with me since I'm sure he thinks I'm a bot. I didn't really care about it. I'm really forcing special gameplays. Once again, we took Uchako as my decision since I think he's a strong player, but only on LAN we realized he has a very different game vision. Me and OJ are not playing his way, and he doesn't understand how we usually play. I wish only the luck to him and his team, and I wish they will qualify for the next LAN. Also, talk about ethic or something. Both Uchako and Tax were going to get 10% from prize pool, and I was good with sharing with them my own percentage for playing any amount of games, even though I qualified and played all games. Also, I left my home and can't come back. I did it just to play in this tournament to show everyone how good OJ is. Call it karma, I don't care. We just wanted to win, and we didn't want to drop someone with shitted pants.
Oh.
Also, check time on screen to understand why I asked him to say he don't want to play, and then he posted the Discord messages of this whole conversation of him trying to say he's ill. Basically says, Impulse asks Uchako, are you down to try and win it? I mean, would you play with us? Uchako says, I'm thinking about it, but I don't know. Impulse replies 30 minutes later. This is a 30-minute gap after he says he's thinking about it. He doesn't know if he wants to play. Impulse says, can you say that you are ill then if you don't want to play with us anymore? I understand why you don't want to play, but I don't know why you would say you came and wasted your time. Anyway, you will get percentage from the winnings if you play. So let's just play and try our best, or please say that you're ill and we will play with Tax. Either way, we're duo.
That's definitely different
Honestly,
than it was played
that's
out.
very different
That's very different.
than what it was presented as. And
Damn, that motherfucker.
Now he's the bad guy, bro.
We have receipts now.
Step that I were right, basically.
That name needs to stick.
We have.
We got to revisit it. We have to
We have
revisit
to
it.
revisit the conversation.
Nah,
Does
that's-
your opinion change?
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck yeah. What?
Yeah.
Nah.
Usako's a poopy pants.
Shitted pants, bro.
Shitted pants, bro.
Shitted
Don't
pants.
fuck with that guy.
Okay, language barrier thing, very understandable. That shit sucks, but it was made out to be that the Aurora guys are fucking dickbags, and they said, yo, act like you're sick so we can play with this other guy that's better than you, and that is not how it went down. Unless Impulse is photoshopping DMs, which I don't think
No, that
happened.
changes everything. Man.
Aurora was
That
definitely
is
looking
so
at his
different.
tweets, translating them, and they're like, whoa!
Yeah.
The
no.
fuck is this guy saying?
I think Impulse worded that, I don't want to say perfectly, but with the shitty situation that he put himself in, so he did make the original mistake, but he did handle it well. His wording was proper, his wording was fair. Yeah, I don't know. That's how I feel. That's fucked. That whole thing just changed. That whole thing just flipped on its head.
I'm glad
if there's
I'm glad
proof
posted
there,
the truth.
yeah, I don't know.
Yep.
They made it sound like they told him. It sounds like Usako got really pissed off when they wanted Tax and just said, fuck you guys. And like when he said he didn't want to play because of that, they were like, yo, can you just say you're ill?
Yeah.
So like it seems like he just took too much offense to them wanting to play with Tax over
That's
him
right.
to not play with them.
That's right.
Who would have thought that in this moment that like maybe the young kids would get like emotional and like that? That's so crazy.
No,
I wonder who would have thought that.
That's a bitch move.
I wonder who would have
No,
thought that.
I wonder who would have thought
Crazy.
that was what happened.
And that's totally okay to do that too.
Yeah,
I
no.
wonder who thought that was totally justified.
Yeah, no, that's so crazy.
Wow. Turning of events, how the tides have turned. Indeed, that's actually
Yeah.
interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, that changes everything. My whole
respect for nine imps in my eyes. You know.
Thank God he said something, because we and everyone else was about to paint him and his team in a very bad image, which would have been fair had it been the terms and situation, but it was not.
Yeah. And the fact that he posted receipts to fully clarify and give the truth as opposed to what's left to be assumed based on.
I mean, Dak, like, no matter how personal he took it, bro, that guy fucked up. I mean, he worded that very professionally. And while maybe they shouldn't make the swap mid-tournament, that's how he felt. He thought
I think it's fair. If he thought he could do it,
he tried to patch it up, man.
Yeah,
he literally
he
said, like, I'm
really
sorry if
did.
it didn't work.
Yeah.
Like,
try and win this thing.
Will
Like,
you play? Let's try and win
He
this.
tried
like,
to rally.
He did.
Yeah,
That's.
That other guy just fucking
Uchako
gave up.
I'm sorry, he might have just chalked his whole career for that. Like that is.
No, that was quitter attitude.
That's quitter attitude.
Yeah,
that's
was
beta. That's
That was
beta.
shitted pants.
That is shitted pants, bro.
He might have nailed that thing.
Mr. Shitted Pants. That's crazy.
Wow.
That's bad.
Nah, that was definitely.
That changes it. Yep.
Yeah.
interesting stuff. What's not posted in the screenshot, I don't know if it is, but to Chaco's defense a bit, earlier in the conversation, how was it presented? Or did he share in the screenshot exactly how they presented?
No.
Like initially telling him the news, like, hey, we don't want to play with you anymore? I mean, if it was...
Uchako did. He tweeted
Uchako
out. Yeah,
did,
he
okay.
tweeted out basically saying that, like, they...
But they worded it like, hey, our synergies and things don't line up. We're gonna let you know we're playing with Tax. It wasn't like a you fucking suck.
Yeah. This is what we think is best.
It wasn't like, I remember reading it and be like, damn, this would
Honestly,
suck,
that's just
but-
them being competitive as hell, loving this game, and that's one thing I gotta say. Respect to 9 Imps, Fire Beavers. They, through all the shit that they've gone through, and you mentioned he left his country, he can't go back. Through all the shit that they've gone through, and obviously with the war on Ukraine, and the fact that they haven't been able to make it for visa issues, despite being the best teams in Europe. The guy has so much passion for the game. He's been around since the very, very beginning.
世界大会まだもう
Navi, they didn't perform, but
6
he's
試合か
stuck
8試合あると
through.
思ったら
Oji's
俺が配信つけた
obviously
タイミングで終わっ
insane. He
た
has so much love for this game, and he does not get nearly enough credit that he deserves in my eyes. He's
喋ってらっ
cracked.
しゃる
That team is cracked. And I really hope they have a chance to show what they can do with Task.
スナイプダウンの配信で
It's just a.
That's an
it's a shame,
incredible
man.
roster. That
It is.
just
これ聞きなが
never
ら
really gets to
Yo, you guys
show.
keep
訓練場にこもることにしました
This guy's like
Like,
crap
not, I'm gonna poop, but like I'm about to be Miles Davis, dude. I'm about to
Oh
poop
my
pants.
God.
Where's the restroom, bro? I gotta go.
I don't know if we should never bring him on the show again.
明日決勝まで
Bring him all the time.
Man, it's,
I'm gonna show it.
it's Groundhog
He's
Day.
beeline
It's not number 2. It's number 1. Like,
Oh yeah, he's
It's
coming
the
back.
apple juice,
He's coming
bro.
back with apple juice too. I'm sure he is. Well, wrapping up the show without Designful. Usually we get everyone's thoughts to wrap up. Let's wrap up the show though. It's been a fun show. It's been an interesting show to say the least. A lot discussed, a lot of crazy things happening. He just literally captured him leaving the room. Wow,
今までワングループ6試合やったのにここ
we
から
wrap up
8
just a
試合
general, final thoughts. That's it. Wrap up final thoughts of Apex, where we're at, competitive Apex, whatever you want to do. The floor is yours for 30 seconds.
Oh God, 30 seconds is not long enough for what we're dealing with here. I mean,
or for you as your long-winded self.
Yeah, I just talk too much. You're right, but the Aurora situation is absolutely fucking crazy that it did a 180 like that. That is honestly super sad. You just hope better from every angle. That is really shitty. The 100 Thieves, 10 points in 8 games. I mean, you gotta feel bad for the boys, and you don't want to beat them while they're down. I mean, I get it. I didn't even call for the land, but I mean, that's definitely embarrassing. They're definitely all three of them are a quality of player that even themselves, everyone else expects more than 10 points in 8 games. That's not okay. It'll be interesting to see what shakes up out of that roster. I would put my money on a roster change. That's 2 events in a row, like Snipe pointed out, and then it'll be interesting to see how the relationship between Snipe Down and Design goes after this event, seeing they just suck each other off. We'll see how that turns out.
Sounds like a happy ending.
That's right. Snipe, that does. Snipe, your thoughts on how things are going on the tournament right now and where things are at?
I mean, yeah, I touched on this yesterday. I think the tournament's being run smooth. I think we're working through some kinks with the pause feature. I think it's. We've had some really interesting games right now. I mean, we had Energy. We dropped 11 points in one round. Energy dropped 13 points in a round. You have 100 Thieves dropping 10 points in a round. Like, so there is some surprises. There's some upsets. So I think we could see some teams tomorrow sneak in that you never expected. Like we could see a Singularity sneak into the top 10, and it would just put South America on the map. Like they've been down bad. Basically, the entire time everyone's been boasting their region. So even seeing them where they're at right now is a huge upgrade from where they were before. So it's good for that region in general because I know fans from Brazil and everything just love supporting the region, the teams that they can. Overall, I mean, I think that this is going to be a wonderful tournament, and I'm excited to see what happens. And may the best team win, and if not, then you don't have to be the best team to win at a battle royale.
And match point too.
And that's the whole point. It's like
but the best teams have won historically, which is pretty sick.
But I mean, I'm ready for something to change and let it be phased. You know what I'm saying?
Let it be phased. Oh my gosh. Yeah, look, I'll wrap up with similar thoughts. I think I have so much love for this game. It's insane and it's different, man. Apex Esports is different. We've experienced doing esports and esports events, but look where we're at. 100 Thieves with 10 points. What was that?
Odd flags.
That's a fact. Compared to any other esports event or game that I've had a chance to be part of, there's nothing compared to Apex, and this event is showing it once again. Like every single time, it seems like it's so good it's written. That's how good the competition is. I do hope something crazy happens when the region wins. I love the South American region and the passion the Brazilian team has with obviously everything going on with South America this year and conversations that have been had. It'd be insane to see something like that happen. But every event this happens. Like it's a Cinderella story or it's a crazy story or it's highly entertaining. It is the most entertaining esport without a doubt, and that's why I will do whatever it takes to be a part of it, support in any way I can, and it's fun, man. And with that said, there's a lot of negatives, a lot of crazy things going around. Stay positive and be grateful that we have this game that we all freaking love, and it provides so much entertainment to us week in and week out. At the end of the day, we should always be grateful to have a chance to be in Birmingham, England for an LGS championship, talking about Apex, which is a dream come true. Zach, we'll wrap us up, bro. What you got?
30 seconds, Jaeger bomb. Let's hear it.
Jaeger
bomb.
Stay blessed. Super appreciative to be here. With like all my friends, all my guys that I'm all friends with all the time, and we're happy. And this event is sick. And respect all my friends with them.
Post.
中華統一するってもう分かっとるんや。
And yes, he's only one apple juice in.
他のアニメ以上にネタバレしても問題ない。
Natural. Crazy. That was the best outro for a show I've ever witnessed.
We could just watch him for like 3 minutes.
超の方が殺すの。
What's
や
the
ば
cheers
い。
comment?
リボクの邪魔する気ないとか言って
Oh, the video I posted on Twitter from last year.
Oh, do another Cheers compilation.
Yeah,
that's a good
one. We're gonna have to rip one.
2.0. Yes, that's a great point. After Champs, you did a Cheers compilation. We started. Can
that
get your phone
good.
out?
That was good.
Can this be the first one?
Or you could do the one.
They have water.
Yeah.
No one knows.
Or
no
you
one
could
knows.
do the one drink in and then like 10 drinks in or something.
Get your phone. Oh, from this clip. All right, that's actually dope. Can you guys? We're gonna get a better. Wait, I think we're gonna have that camera. Cheers compilation. This is how we're gonna open it or close it. Bet? Done?
Of course.
Right. We're getting the camera. He's getting the camera ready. He's gonna get it wide enough. This is a sick open wide lens. Cheers compilation begins here. Hey, cheers to the entire Apex community. Look, we got a lot of love for y'all. And thanks so much for watching, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for supporting. Let's keep growing Apex to be a 15-year esport, man. It's a great cheers. He's just not ready, guys. He's just not ready. He's not ready yet. We're holding it. He's just not ready. Camera guy's getting ready. Shot to truck.
I was hoping to stream, but then.
シンが納得しない。
Design, how's this looking, bro?
俺がぶっ倒すとか言っとったのに。
Shit.
Bring it in, bring it in, bring it in. Eric, bring it in.
Oh, this is kind of cute. Let me scooch.
We're staring right into the camera's eyes. Ready?
Right, 3,
2, 1. Cheers, boys.
Cheers.
All right, do one more. Are we cheersing each other or are we cheersing up?
You gotta move the cup.
Are we
We're cheersing up.
Yeah, we're cheersing up. We're not
cheersing up.
Other,
Zach's right. We're cheersing up.
Right.
Phase up, cheers
3,
up.
2, 1, cheers.
What is this, a boomerang, bro?
Well, yeah, because Design blasts music over there. They're not gonna hear shit.
Did we botch that really bad?
Max volume music.
I could imagine the amount of cringes in the chat right
That's
now.
good, but he like keeps cutting me out and shit, but it's all good.
The guy whose video it is, you know. All right, well, hey, cheers to the entire Apex community. We love you guys. Thanks for watching. Hope you all enjoyed the show. Please give us feedback at Apex After Hours on Twitter, YouTube, and Spotify. This will be up tomorrow. We read the comments, guys. We really appreciate any feedback you have, so we can continue to make this happen. And yeah, it's been fun. What are you laughing at?
Everyone's giving me shit for my cheers, man.
You get that cheers?
It's like one of those things where you're like taking a Snapchat picture.
そろそろ国滅ぼしてくれん。
I'm like, I know, I'm frozen in place. I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing anymore.
All right, y'all, let's wrap up this show. This has been a fun one.
Fucked.
We're about to go play foosball. Vote in the chat. Can we get a poll in the chat? 2v2 foosball. Fall out, snipe down, fall down, snipe out versus
まあ、生は滅ぼしたようなもんか。あのまま。
Don't put his fucking name first.
あのままなのかわからんけど。
Designzer? Zach Designful?
Designzer.
Designzer.
No.
Designzer.
Like a drug.
Yeah, that sounds
Designzer versus Snipe Out. Who's winning in 2v2 football? We'll go live on Instagram Live or some shit. They call it table football. They call it table
Bro, you
football.
don't want to fuck with him in football right now. He's numb. Like, he's running your shit over in no pain.
Thanks for watching, everybody. Enjoy the show on YouTube and Spotify. Have a good night, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow night. Take it easy, guys.
そう出てほしい。そうファンなんですか。そうまだ影薄いな。合唱国ぐらいか。一番強いくせに。カリンが面倒くさそうなんだけど。リエン、あの化け物。暗殺しやがって。名前忘れたけど。誰が暗殺されてんだっけ。春心くんか。お前が死んでどうすんだよ。誰か泣いとったな、あいつ。祖国の神みたいなやつが名前忘れたけど、神そっくりや、あいつ。意外と官名も林部君も死んどるもんな。誰が出てくるんやろ。 紅翼か。ソニー詳しいんや。やば。メインシンなのに、深刻主人公なのに。そうか、そうマジで全然知らんな。一番知らんわ。単純に出てきてないもんな。外円が一番わからんな。円とかだってもうオルドしかいない。誰一人知らんそれ誰っすか。官名一家みたいなやつらか。官名のお月。林武君の嫁死に際に思い出しとったやつか。林武君林武君に嫁がおることがありえんよ。誰があれと結婚すんの。まあ官名もそうだけど。あ、何？戦国時代こそ見た目じゃないか。人柄で選んでそうだな。ニ頭絶対嫌やろあんなの。 カニ頭の嫁って言われるん。ああ。カニ頭の嫁でもどうなったんやろ。リンブ君死んで官僚と結婚。官僚って虚勢されとるんですか。宦官。官僚クラス全員虚勢されとんの昔の人って全員玉なし。どうなっとんの。異常な世界だな。芝生がどんぐらい強いのかもわからんし。うわ、世界大会終わってまったし、やることな。おい、キモ死ね。クソゲー。もういいや、訓練場飽きた。キモ。何なんか下行ったんやけど。麻酔なしで。昔に麻酔とかないもん。とんでもない。マントルシャンプどうやってやるんや。 死を待つだけやば。命がけやん。とんでもないな。失敗とかあるんや。もう運ゲーやん、ただの。手術の腕とか関係なさそう。吹けるのが速くなって声が長くなる。声が長くなるってなんすか？長くなる。高くなる。キモ。ちょっと女によるんや。吹けるのはあれ。すげえな。次元が違う。そっか、虚勢って動物じゃないんやから。動物やけどもペットじゃないんやから。へえ。マジどんぐらいで終わるんかな。でももうすぐ終わんのかな。あれレイジがないよ。結局順位はどうなったんや。最終順位の旋回。 これはリプレイなの？どっちなの？リプレイか。FC デストロイチャンピオンやないか。パル頑張れ、おとさん。お、頑張れ、おとさんとリドル敗退したとはまあ知らんけどどんだけ日本人おんねん。1、2、日韓、3、4、でも半分5か。てか20チーム中8チームが日韓なのやばいな。え ?1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8。で、日韓から出とんの9チームやろ。やば9分の8ルーザーズ回ったってこと？やっとんな。回20、初戦ってか、初日40チーム中、下の20チームに8チーム日韓チームおったね。ボコボコにされとるやん。これはドンマイ。それはしょうがない。アジアなんやからもう血筋が劣っとる。決闘で負けとるわ。しょうがない。スニッペ。
ゲームは僕とかもそうなんですけど、ランク中とかに
レイジはあれか、見ても意味ねえ。
Wonderful the composition.
Oh, they are getting pushed and prodded. Mean. See what they can do.
Unseating this squad would be big. Onyx do currently hold a lot of space, but do they have a lot of firepower? Riddle looks like they want to test that. It's difficult to break through Catalyst doors. So first of all, they are going to have to find an entryway into the building. There's not a whole lot of damage for them. And Onyx, controlling height, really have the better end of this deal. It will take one massive grenade to unseat Onyx, so it may actually be better for Riddle to share space with them, even if it does expose them to a little bit more fire from teams afar.
That is true, because it will attract the attention. As you can see, disguised there on the left, ready and waiting to make a move should that happen. But Riddle, almost just as early as they arrived, have maybe elected to push away from this. It might not be smart. And as they go back up the hill, Duke catches way of that, but Yukio with the Bangalore smokes is able to cover their tracks. And now Disguise moving in. They're like, hey, I think we're pretty safe here. They can hold the side of this finger and not necessarily make a push for Onyx building.
I really appreciate the decision that Riddle just took, not choosing to gamble their first game on Storm Point. Instead, they're going to be taking a slower rotate, where Kick are forced to take a direct one. There's only about a minute left until zone, and they want to try and make it through Jurassic and gatekeep teams that would otherwise follow them. You got to make sure that your back is clear if you're playing on Edge, and Kick have been trying to play Edge. In my conversations with them before the tournament even started, it was Vanglorioso talking about how he felt more comfortable in slower paced lobbies. Groups have been anything but slow paced. And now that elimination is on the line, maybe this is where Vanglorioso and the rest of Kick can really step it up a notch.
They also did get the wall uncontested. So, I mean, it's already starting out really well for them to see them thus far, maybe that close into zone. But making their way through Jurassic can be pretty tough. We know Pulverex lands there as well. And focus on that quick rotation. But the fact that they've barely made it into Antenna means they really didn't get the opportunity to loot up as strongly as some of our teams like Go Next, Complexity, who would have, you know, benefited from going through crafting and getting all the utilities.
Pulverex may be able to take out Fnatic. It's going to be a bit of a 50-50 here, but the pressure's on Fnatic as they have their backs exposed to all of Jurassic. This rotation going to be difficult for both squads, but Pulverex have plenty of defensive capability. Riddle Order, however, having made their way all the way through the zone, now have another difficult question to answer. You have Mia K on Valkyrie, will allow them the opportunity to pull a quick rotate, but it looks like they're running into Complexity first.
Well, this is going to be a big 3v3. I don't necessarily know if it'll necessarily be isolated, but Monsoon already going off, throwing down. He's got to be at least 36 HP on the other side, but the reload coming in, and the down on Yukio, the down on Mia K, and Riddle Order is looking to be in trouble, and maybe the first team out.
Whoa!
One more shot will do it, but Monsoon goes down. It's up to Cody to clutch. It's up to Cody to keep the momentum going. Zappy's going to get the Buffer Shield back, but just in the nick of time, we shoot through that knockdown shield, and Complexity live to fight another day.
He had 2 seconds left on the bat, and that would have changed some things up. You could see the relief. The moment you're waiting, knowing it's a 1v1 and your teammates are duking it out, your heart rate is skyrocketing. You're like, please, Cody, just hit the shots. So a reset coming in from them. 100 Thieves was that team just ahead of the ridgeline in Antenna, not electing to push on that because why would you leave the next zone? You have to focus on your rotate. So luckily for Complexity, they will be able to reset.
And it's so unlucky on the other side for Riddle, who went, oh, we don't want to risk the early 50-50 fight. We don't want to risk getting third-partied. Let's just go the other way, and all of a sudden you run into Complexity, and that's it for you. Now, Complexity have inherited the situation. They still have to make their way through the entire POI of Antenna to where this zone will ultimately be ending. Out again over by Lagoon and the eastern side of Antenna. They're going to start it off by landing just on what is essentially an unoccupied building. And for a jump into the air, let's just say that this didn't get them very far. I don't expect that it'll get them much further. If you want to make it through Antenna, you have to fight. You can't fly.
That is true. I did hear the longbow shots coming through. Their health was looking a little low and forced to land. And we know 100 Thieves will be nearby in the distance. Shots coming out once again, trying to smoke out the team in front of them. You can see the hit marker, so it did connect. And now they will prioritize on that. But anytime you try to hit the low ground, you've got to smoke and slide. And oh, wait a second, Monsoon, you little cheeky.
I always fall off this, but Monsoon, he knows the secrets. Unfortunately, he also knows that he's lost a teammate trying to climb up 100 Thieves, giving them some trouble on the way in. Jaylings, I think nicely done, have chosen to play a spot that really only becomes playable with Watson fences. This is something we saw Ascend do really well in the group stages. Now that Jaylings have taken a page out of their book, they're putting themselves in a much stronger position because nobody pushes this. Nobody without a Watson can actually hold it.
As we check out, we're looking at the Antenna layout. Complexity, though, they are able to make it through. They get the res. Let's jump into a listen-in with Complexity, presented by WB Black.
105? He's going this way. We need to go to mid now. Can we go to mid now?
Yeah, I'm burning a nade for that door.
There's one in mid. Yeah, that's fine. Do it.
Nothing else. I have no scan. Dude, I am just getting all my damage. I got farm too.
Nading that.
Popping a bat.
Popping a bat too. I needed this door. I'm smoking it.
He's running back.
Take this mid.
Yep. Okay, I'm gonna pop a Phoenix
underneath still,
I'm popping a Phoenix in this corner here.
Yep.
Can we get to this build?
That's what I want to, but we gotta wait for scan.
Yeah. I think there's a team here, I think. Yeah, there is a team there.
We're just waiting anyways. It's a duo below, right?
Yeah, it's probably Aurora.
Is this a full team? Can we scan this?
Which team? Yeah, I'll scan 1 second now.
Alright, the catalyst. Made off that door.
This is going to be very hard to get out of.
Yeah, it is going to be really hard to get out of.
We're probably going to have to drop on the team under.
Yeah, I don't think we have a choice, but let's just see how it goes right now.
Yeah.
We can drop all presents, to be honest. We can't Valkyrie from this, we die too.
No, we're not a chance. I don't even think we can.
All right, well, Complexity realized the situation that they're in. They've identified Aurora, but now it is breaking out on the northern side of this towards Lagoon. Gombareo Tosan have elected to go. They have a Valkyrie available. They're electing to utilize that Watson Newcastle composition that they use so prevalently throughout the split 2 playoffs, but Aurora are going to be going in area 310. Fall and GO, they are dropping in.
Gunbury Otosan on the ropes now. Unfortunately for them, just took a little bit too much damage in the trade, and Jung-hee is essentially hiding right now. It's a nice check by Vanglorioso, and Kick are taking no prisoners as they make their way towards the zone. A minute left on their rotate, plenty of time to clean up the rest of Ganbare Otosan.
Let that PK sing, and he jumps across the
Vanglorioso?
wall. They're
No!
so weak,
One
you
shot!
just need to hit it, and he does. G.O. will be eliminated. Meanwhile, Enterforce 36 will fall as well. Maybe 5 HP, and the reset coming in, dropping the shields and everything for them. Beautifully done. I'm sweating a little bit, but the fact that Kick is in it to win it right now, that is what we needed from them.
It's a little close. It's just a little too close. But as you say, Kick finally uncontested. Need these wins. Need to represent South America the way that they had hoped to, and the way that Singularity and Start a Fight have represented before them. As we jump back into Antenna, Complexity have not chosen to drop down. Instead, it's to run forward, and they lose Monsoon in the process. No Bangalore, no smokes, and they're being shot in the back. Well, this res doesn't look safe. Cody has got to be covered by Luda with these arc stars, but it'll only buy them a few seconds, and there are still angles from behind.
Oh, they are getting pushed and prodded. Meanwhile, E6 was able to take out Kick, who you just witnessed on screen, starting to pull some things together. But 100 Thieves, who had been in Antenna uncontested, are forced to expel. The Gibraltar bubble and Complexity will fall thanks to Scurry's frags.
It's a nice position for 100 Thieves to hold as well. From here, they can play the outside of the fence line, but looking at the power position in this ring, it's Le Site de France. And while they've got a fantastic place to play, they've got no shields to do it. And Disguise, they on the low ground don't even have Senox.
And now, Element 6, MDY White, they are forced to get into that next zone. There's not a lot of space, and Element 6, they're just hugging the ridge line, able to grab a knock onto Feiju. Oh my gosh, they're going, and Tyler, 1 HP, trying to hang on. Slayers goes down. K Swinney, the IGL on Fuse, trying to connect, find the last members, but they're not going to be enough because they're getting third-partied.
Last Knuckle Cluster does a little bit of damage, but it doesn't save the team. Nothing could at this point. And now Le Site de France, who held the power position, have inherited so much loot to go along with it. They had high ground, and they've turned it into a definitive advantage as well as KP. But importantly, they have lost out on the little bit of height they held previously, and now they're being pushed by Onyx.
Onyx, they were waiting so patiently inside the building. They've been here since the beginning of the game, and they will do the best to gatekeep. But Shady, what are you doing? Falling.
There's no trade.
Crusader, the shades are not coming through. Rocky last alive will have to clutch up in a 1v3 situation.
There's literally nothing that Onyx have done so far. They've not taken down a single member of Le Site de France, and that's after they opened up with the Horizon Ultimate. It's a terrible place to be. But Le Site de France's focus is no longer taking out the aggressing squad. It's cementing their position in the high ground that they had previously lost, because this is a game-winning position for Le Site de France if they play it right.
Raki over there just trying to hide from the teams in front of him. From Kizaran behind him, and he's trying to manipulate himself, but FC Destroy is inside that building. But Kizaran doesn't want to overextend for that elimination, because at the end of the game, we want to prioritize that game-winning position.
The way that this is being played right now, we finally do have roofs available. Pioneers have taken that, and they'll take a little bit of damage if they stay up. It'll be all right, because for now, taking damage is a lot better than losing your position, a position that lets you do things like that to Aurora.
Aurora eliminated, and Surdell, this new castle that he's been playing as opposed to Watson, makes this rooftop that more awesome for them. Yes, other teams will elect to smoke them out. Maybe they're going to be pushed on by Horizons. You see the black hole coming in, but Surdell has the wall, just needs to turn around, and he gets it! He gets the knock onto Ling. North Epson may be in trouble here. Zane just needs to stay up, hip fire that 30-30, let it connect, but they are trying to maintain the rooftop.
Surdell couldn't save the team in the end. Satsuki has jumped down on the low ground, leaving just one member left of North Epson. On the other side of this, remember, there's a team looking at everyone from height, and Satsuki only has so much he can do. Pioneers need their Newcastle back in the game. Surdell would provide such an incredible reset for them, and up on the high ground, Le Site de France wait for their chance to pick up a victory.
Fnatic in it as well, still just relatively more quiet on the right side, but full health. Pulverex, the lone member of North Eption, FC Destroy, who had taken that building initially, predicting where it was exactly coming, but Pioneers trying to reset on the side of the building, not pushing the issue. I can only imagine that FC Destroy is trying to kind of push out, clean up the end of that fight, because could you imagine if they were able to reset?
Aimbot scan has revealed one big threat to Lecite de France, one big threat to their chances to win this game. Fnatic on the low ground, have a generator, have plenty of space, and now Lecite de France have to focus their attention on two fronts. Well, getting Gibby ulted, they've given up too much space, and up onto the high ground, we've got another entrant, FC Destroy, now on the ridgeline with a Gibby bubble. They cannot be unseated.
But Fnatic, as they creep ever so closely towards Pulverex, it is now FC Destroy that we turn our attention to. 6 eliminations, they've got a Prowler, they've expended the bubble, they're barreling forward, and Pulverex seek to try and play the building as much as they can, because that's where FC Destroy had originally been.
Can they even survive at this point? Lecite de France had to send it down onto Fnatic, and they got instantly wiped up. FC Destroy's play has cost them big in momentum towards Antenna, but they could turn it into a kill on Fnatic. Being beamed, Hammer Drill has to back away for a moment, but they get enough knocks that you've essentially secured that Fnatic can no longer participate. FC Destroy have to play for control that they have so well earned.
Meltzera is currently the only one up from Fnatic. Yuka has been fooled, so maybe we can see the res, but Suzuki went to the rooftop and is just trying to keep out of sight right now. We have 8 points. They've already picked up some eliminations. We have 4 squads remaining. Not a lot of teams have their full power except for FC Destroy. So utilizing the Bangalore ultimate is the perfect time. And now let's see, the grab lift play from Suzuki, keeping alive as much as possible as Fnatic is eliminated.
Gibby Bubble crucially coming back up in the nick of time, giving a little bit of moments to FC Destroy to heal up. It's North Eption to take out Pulverex, and with just one member left, we all know who's winning this game. It is a well-deserved pickup by FC Destroy.
Congratulations to FC Destroy, laying it down when they need it. They took the building in endgame, and they played it perfectly. Bangalore, Catalyst, Gibby. What a legend composition. That bubble coming in so clutch from that Suzuki, using the Bangalore ultimate towards that end. I mean, look.
And the zone control that they're able to exert with this composition is the crucial thing. Catalyst, we've all seen play out so often. And Gibraltar, if you've been watching Apex for a while, you know the strengths of. It all comes to a head when finally they decide that Lecite de France cannot deal with 2 threats at once. If LCDF instead committed to trying to keep FC Destroy off the high ground, they would have just died to a Fnatic push. You had to go one direction, and there was no right answer. Great identification of a play by FC Destroy, and a perfect Gibby ult to lay the pressure on just a little bit thicker.
That was quite impressive, the Dark Veil to push on to them. Everything was timed so perfectly, but it did allow for those teams who were kind of scrambling inside of Antenna to push forward and try to play their life. You know, North Eption wouldn't have been able to take that roof had FC Destroy necessarily left.
Absolutely. And the really difficult thing about this is that you're playing with a lot of unknowns, a lot of other moving pieces around you. The biggest savior for this game for FC Destroy and for many of the teams that were even left in that end zone was how little firepower most of them had. Pulverex wouldn't have been able to survive so long if there weren't many other solos nearby. But it's good placement for really everyone who made it into those top 5 squads, and most importantly, active positions as well. I want to take a look back at the way that the end game played out, because once FC Destroy managed to grab high ground away from LCDF, it's up to them to play it in the right way. They still have their vision cut off by the Catalyst wall, but they choose to come in onto the low ground, knowing that they're going to have Gibby Bubble for a little bit of safety should more Bangalore ults come in.
And Fnatic was kind of jumping across this fence line, engaging with Pulverex, and they essentially are third party to the chaos, only having to put a couple bullets into those players just to rack up that elimination. And you can see almost on double digits thus far, knowing that there are 3 other squads in the lobby.
Making sure that they're covering angles as well. It was a really nice position, nice aggression from Hammer Drill on the initial moves. He's always covering an off angle for FC Destroy, and it's what's made Hammer Drill so valuable throughout the course of the group stage. They group up just in time, and from this point, once you've taken no damage out of Bangalore Ultimate, once there's only one squad left, The route forward for FC Destroy, the route to victory, lays pretty darn clear.
I mean, it was just a masterclass. They knew their macro. They had the micro on point. Every bit of that was perfection. As you see the results on your screen, a 23-point game to kick things off in elimination round 1. Yes, 8 matches will be played in this series, and we talked about the consistency that is required, but starting off that strong, it's beautiful.
And can I just say, APAC North on top, baby.
FC Destroy, North Eption, Pulverax, Fnatic, that is what we needed to see, but the majority of that region are starting here in the elimination round 1, and only the top 10 will advance.
This is the dream for so many of those squads, especially teams like North Eption, who honestly had a really difficult time figuring out what their playstyle was even going to be. For those teams that did land themselves in the bottom 10, though, hope is far from lost. We've still got plenty of games left to go. For teams like Ganbare Otosan, Riddle, who went out first, bit unlucky there. Kick, Complexity, go next. They will have still 3 more opportunities on Storm Point, which is why I like 8-game series, Tiff. It gives teams so much more space to figure out exactly what they want to do and get the consistency under their belt.
Exactly. If game 1 didn't go your way, well, we've got game 2 coming up soon. We're going to cut to a quick break, and when we come back, more action.
Hold on.
WD Black, the official storage partner of the Apex Legends Global Series.
Welcome everyone to the Apex Legends Global Series Year 3 Championships. We are live from the Resorts World Arena in Birmingham, UK, and we just wrapped up match number 1 of our elimination round 1. 8-map series, and so far, FC Destroy have come out on top, and I couldn't be more excited to see where this goes.
It was such a unique game to have, even on Storm Point, because antenna zones are actually quite rare. When they do occur, often they'll pivot out, they'll move a little bit further south towards Shipfall, maybe a little further north into Lagoon, but seeing the way that that was played out, actually a lot of our teams called it pretty early. North Eption very much included in that, as they were one of the first teams to make it into the specific buildings that ended up a lot of places to play where you can be inactive and get away with it. Impulse has found, I hesitate to even call it one. This is just a band-aid, a temporary solution for what is ultimately going to be the cause of Aurora's death.
This is really tough because Element 6 early on that rotation, starting in Cascade Falls, had already rotated past Aurora when they were split. So Aurora trying to get towards that next zone will effectively be gate-kept by them, and Jailings will likely run into a similar situation. Fnatic will be hot on their tails from that rotation from North Pad throughout Checkpoint. There will be a little bit of congestion here, because think of the teams that potentially potentially could be in front of them. We know Aurora's Prowler Island, we knew North Eption and Element 6 are in the way, but how many others would have rotated down from down Beast per se?
Yeah, and that's really difficult. Just not a whole lot of teams actually land up in that area. The timing for Fnatic as well is perfect. With the first round having just closed, they were able to hit the beacon scan and actually make sure that they have data on the next ring close. So their movement forward and into the ring that you and I have already seen is going to be that much more informed. What unfortunately they didn't have is a survey beacon that would have let them know where other teams are, that would have solved the problem that you're talking about. But if you're Fnatic, maybe the right answer is just to take them out before they get a chance.
Take them out before you get a chance, or just take the ultimate high ground on God Rock. You've got your Trident up here, you've got the Newcastle wall. They are poised and ready to overlook any bit of issues that may arise in Millage. Maybe snipe some kills away with the 30-30, but FC Destroy, your match 1 winners, still trying to find a space towards that zone. Now, something that they were really good at was clearing out the entire back and being aggressive when it came to taking that game-winning spot. And you can see they're going to barrel forward through this, knowing that Fnatic was just behind them.
It's just so problematic. Fnatic having high ground already. North Eption having no shields to work with, no body to work with into the center of a mother load as well. 1 member left, and that's looking like a team that's going out. Well, Fnatic look like a team that's in control. Umichan does go low, but Mel takes the wide swing and defends his teammate. Will Aurora go down? Melstera fights for his life. He gets another trade, and it's 2v1 in favor of Fnatic.
They got to prioritize healing there. They've both fallen incredibly low. It takes 5 seconds to get that shield bat off. Will they have it on time? Umichan's able to get it out, but Go Next still coming in with the pressure, able to grab the knock. Where was Yuka able to sneak off to? Because Go Next is quite hungry.
Nice sniff out. Didn't even need the scan for that one. Knowing that FC Destroy had very limited options. We've still technically got Fnatic in this lobby, but the fight, the third party, was just a little too quick for that to be truly the play they needed. Where Go Next? This could very much turn into the game that they need.
Kick in the most southern building from Checkpoint. Looking to get into this fight, but trying to stay relatively safe throughout it. They are not going to push the issue. The issue is 16 squads still remaining. You need those placement points. Yes, you need eliminations, but it's not going to be worth it to go out this early on. It's similar to how you were talking about Aurora. We can't drop down, get 2 KP, and then falter.
I'm pretty concerned about the position of the kicker, and to be completely honest, this, while it is safe in the next zone, well, they don't have to fight now. If they stay here, they are signing their own death warrant. There's no way to play this area. Kick, they're forced to Horizon ult themselves. It almost turns into a pick. Will they finish the job? Yes, Micey goes down, Bambino is out, but with Stall down and Clone at 50 HP, Kick cannot survive. Complexity come in for the third party, and they get to roll up on Go Next, pushing the last member into zone. But with Monsoon down, things have become really difficult for Complexity. Gotta finish off the kill. They lose 1. Well, Go Next do falter. It's Monsoon that is taken out in a massive way.
And Enter Force 36, hearing all the chaos, decide to forego taking a position in zone, and they want to take them out. Push, knowing they have a numbers advantage, 3v2, and Complexity is essentially stuck inside the building. Stunts coming in the double time. Yes, it activates, but you can't move enough. But look at the Dark Veil splitting through, and Luda will fall. Cody, where are you at? You're getting pushed into a corner, and Complexity will fall.
Yeah, 2v3, difficult to manage. 1v3, let's just run at him. Complexity go down, and 11 squads left, with Enter Force being the last team to third, fourth, fifth party in Checkpoint. Now get to move over to where the game is really going to happen, over where Element 6 are positioned in Millage.
Tyler FPS, new to the team here for Champs, trying to make something happen. We saw Element 6 take out 1 member of Aurora early on and have played it forward, leaving that building and trying to take on Onyx Esports. On your screen right now, Bloodhound scans coming in. They're getting information, but all the smoke, it doesn't matter. You can try to barrel up the stairs, but you're going to get immediately punished by Shady.
Element 6 getting a little bit too antsy there, and it's a nice response for a moment. However, sat in this hallway. There's not a whole lot of space they can play, and having just lost Tyler, we talked about the 2v3s earlier. Swinny seems to be clutching it up. A few more shots could keep Element 6 in this, and Onyx go down.
But not before the other teams want a piece of this. We knew this was going to be a bloodbath. Slayers able to reinforce the door. Kenny bringing in the mother load, the knuckle clusters, using every bit of ability to keep all the pressure off Element 6 so they could try to reset.
It's going to be slow playing it for now. The 2v3, you have to pick your moments. And speaking of picking your moments, it looks like KCP have picked theirs. We talked about how they wanted to throw Zane at problems. That they certainly have done. Knowing that Pulverex were pushing up onto their high ground, Zane has dealt with it. And a quick Horizon ult just puts Pulverex in an even worse position. In fact, Area 310 could very well be in trouble off this push as well. Zane has pulled everyone down. With J-Lings going out, the Seat de France low. We're gonna drop a few squads soon.
Seat de France able to take out J-Lings just similarly to where Element 6 is, so we need to keep an eye on that now duo. But the fact what KCP is doing, they have one member of the team anchoring up in the zone on the rock, overlooking them, with Nasuke and Zane going back to regroup with the team.
I like the Surdell is set up here, although I will say, Iron Sight's on the 30-30, not something that I can play with. Surdell, a more talented man, finally manages to pick up a much-needed 2x that should help them as they put pressure on Enter Force 36, who are up to the north. And as it appears, Enter Force 36 are actually fighting another team.
Oh, I'd love to tune in with that, but who knows? They're going to have to clear out that side, especially if you want to take the northern side of where that zone is pulling. As we get an overlooking, it's actually going to be Enter Force 36 going up against Riddle Order. Yukio on your right, trying to maintain some kind of off angle with the mountains. The Dark Veil has already been expecting, and Yukio with the Bangalore smoke, knowing he has a digi-threat, it's almost like luring them into a trap.
At this point, Riddle Order playing off the low ground are running out of time, with Yukio falling to half HP. Taffy struggles for a grip on the fight and goes down instead. Up on the high ground, BK has got to clutch it up for the team. An R99 in hand, anything is possible, but now he's being shot in the back. And now, Riddle Order, even after a small victory, will ultimately go down. Enter Force 36 own the north side of the zone, and they've got plenty of time for a reset.
And while they reset, can we please talk about the 30-30, because it has been so detrimental in some of those up-close fights in 100 Thieves. Speaking of up